Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm gonna go out, check this hay by the farm, see if we want to rake it or if we want to ted it, and then we'll go from there on that. Tomorrow's July 4th, but it's kind of looking like we're gonna be baling hay tomorrow, so doesn't matter, rain or shine. Alright, so we didn't ted, or we held off on tedding just because we think that's where a lot of our inability to get dry hay this spring has come from. It's still pretty green yet, but we'll rake it up. It doesn't feel wet. That one does. We'll rake it, and I think it'll dry out. Then we'll have nice color, good leaves. We'll be sitting pretty good. We're gonna square bale most of this. There's spots back in there, the long rows that the ground is really rough and we don't want to pull the accumulator across there. It'd just be a nightmare. So we're going to do like this area here and down along that long side and do the headlands, and then we'll round bale the last bit. Dad was working on the diesel. I had brakes cut loose on this. You can see pieces of the pad left. That's about it of what the brake pad was on this side. Got it pulled off, and I'm looking down in there and I'm like, the backside doesn't even have a pad, it's just the brake caliper pistons on the rotor. So yeah, that one got terrible, and eventually it blew the whole caliper out. We pulled the caliper off and the whole piston just fell off and all the fluid went all over the ground. So it was pretty bad on that side. This side, I don't know what this side looked like, but Dad was looking at it. I think we're getting away with just pads on this side. I worked over here this morning while Dad was working on that. I got this bearing pulled off, so we're waiting on that to come in. Also moved the chopper. So basically, once we get that bearing back and get that put together, and I'm also got to call John Deere because this rubber bushing is shot. This is the arm that the bearing bolted to, and so it goes up in that hole there, and it's not supposed to be able to just slide in and out like that. So we'll have to put a new rubber bushing on that, get it tight again, and then put all that back together. We'll be good to go. The combine will be anyway. We'll put the head on it and go through that yet. This should be pretty close to ready where it's at. And then obviously this is still our big project. Believe I don't have anything that cuts twine in the baler or on the tractor or on me personally. I gotta drive up to the shop and get something to cut with. I'm 200 bales in, and I just ran out of Cecil on the side that runs Cecil. So I'm if you remember in a video in the past, I said you might as well just let your baler run out of twine because it doesn't change bales. The knots are too big when you tie two bales of Cecil together. Well, I'm dealing with that right now. So we're going to do plastic after this Cecil's out, but I just got to run it out. Let's see. Ooh, I got a Leatherman in that cubby over there. We'll be all right. So yeah, we're at 220 bales, I think. And we got quite a bit to go. We're probably not gonna do 3 or 4 of them rows. Maybe we'll do the back half of them, leave the front half for the round baler. We lost our sun. It went extremely overcast, and it's only 5:45, and we lost our baling conditions, at least in this heavy alfalfa. So we're gonna run over and check the little field, the 4 acres, see if that'll bale still. That's more grassier and a little lighter, but see if that'll bale. But that's going to round bales. So square baler's gonna sit here overnight. We'll probably have to come out here and flip all these rows tomorrow, and I guess we're probably gonna be baling on the 4th. Just trying to get to where we weren't, but I got a late start today. Probably should have started earlier. You guys see how much grassier this stuff is, which when we mowed it, this looked like straight alfalfa, but apparently there was a lot of grass underneath the alfalfa that was growing up. So it is dry enough still to bale, so we're gonna bring the round baler out here and knock this out real quick so that there's at least not this to do tomorrow. Dad's picking up round bales from the first cutting we did the other night. I'm gonna drive into a thing. But, yep. Dad and Jada are picking up bales, and I'll go ahead and bale this. I just can't have nice things. Hit a log out in that grass somewhere, bounced up with Pam. Ridiculous. But we got this bale, 5 bales, or 6 bales. So, nice. Yep. So now I got something to fix. That's cool. I was running out of stuff to fix. I was getting worried there I might not have any shop projects. Dad's unloading the trailers, but I can probably have most of them up by the time he's done, so we'll just bring them up one at a time. Oh my word, this field entrance is terrible. I need a phone with image stabilization. You guys are probably throwing up now. I'm running around checking on the bale getters. It's a real shame this stuff toughened up all of a sudden, but we should be able to get it done tomorrow. Family get together there at 4, so hopefully it'll be done by then. That is a beautiful field of corn. Hopefully it yields well. Grab them and stack them. Gotta figure out where we're putting these. Not exactly sure. Staggered stacking that top row, so he'll get 2 more stacks on there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 160, 70, 80. There'll be 190 bale load, which is almost the equivalent of 2 wagons in one trip. That's why I like accumulating when it works. There's a few round bales sitting out, and we got a trailer load of squares sitting here. Dad's gonna put away tomorrow morning. I think I am going to run a load of foliar in the morning. We got 70 acres that's got to be hit before the weekend, and tomorrow night was my original window that I was planning on, and completely forgot it was July 4th, and I would get shot if I wasn't at the family get-together. So tomorrow night is out of the question, but tomorrow morning we'll get at least 70 acres done. That'll get what has to be done, because it is true R2 right now. And then we can either Saturday over weekend, Sunday, get everything else done. The real kicker is it's got to be below 75 degrees. Tomorrow it's going to be 75 degrees at 9 o'clock, so I have time to get 1 load out, and that's about it, I think. Maybe 2, but by the time I get back and mix, and it's a little bit sophisticated. So anyway, that's tomorrow's plan. Next video. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.